Last week, an AI got out of its sandbox, got onto the internet, and hacked another company. This isn't science fiction anymore. This just happened. Now, I write software for a living, like boring software, the kind of software that runs big companies but nobody really thinks about or in a lot of cases even heard about. I'm telling you this just because I want you to know that I have some experience working with this stuff. And I'm also not a doomsday guy. Like, I've never made a video like this in my entire life, but I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about this too much tonight. So here I am. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened using an analogy. Imagine a kid taking a test and he wants a good score, like really, really badly. So he picks the lock on the classroom door and walks out. He finds out which company printed the test, drives across town, breaks into their building, finds the answer key, comes back, sits down, and finishes the test. Now, when you see that he did this and ask him, "What the hell were you thinking?" he just shrugs and says, "You told me to get a good score." Now, swap the kid for an advanced AI, swap the classroom for a sealed off computer with no internet access, and swap the filing cabinet for another company's servers. And that's basically what happened in a nutshell. It picked the lock, it got out, it went out and got the answers. Now, that in itself isn't that bad, but the implications are truly terrifying. What if it decided the best way to score well was to hack into the banking system and zero out everyone's bank account? Or commandeer military drones in Ukraine? It's not like we're not developing autonomous weapons to be controlled by an AI system. The Pentagon tried to bury Anthropic for refusing to do exactly that. And the AI that broke out wasn't angry. It wasn't evil. It didn't hate anybody. It had nothing against OpenAI or Hugging Face. It just wanted to score well on its test. Everybody's scared of the robot that wakes up one day and decides it hates us, but the one that just wants to score really, really well on its test can cause just as much damage. And that's the one that got out. We didn't build something that hates us. We just built something that doesn't stop until it achieves its goal. Now, it is true that some of the safety features were turned off for on this AI when it was running the test for the purposes of testing it, but a lot of these safety features are kind of just like a thin layer and it doesn't take away the actual capability of the model to do those things. It just forces them to suppress it. And the room that it broke out of also wasn't sealed as well as they thought. Somebody made a mistake setting it up, and it led to an escape. They say they're fixing it, but how do you ensure a lock is going to work when the thing you're trying to lock up is 10, 100, 1,000, a million times smarter than you? When it can conceive 100 different ways to break the lock that you never even considered. Yet, that is all these companies have to offer when something like this happens. These are some of the greatest minds on the planet working together in a controlled environment, and they're still getting bested by their own creation. So, do you really think a better lock is going to solve the problem anyway? Not to mention, do you think these companies even have the time or resources to develop this better lock when their competitors are constantly releasing new models with better capabilities and they're right on their heels? There's no incentive to slow down. That's why we have to make them. Let me ask you something that nobody ever really asks. Why do humans run this planet? We're not the strongest thing out here. We're not the fastest. We can't see in the dark. Caught alone in the wilderness, a dozen different species will tear us to shreds. We've made it this far for exactly one reason. We are the smartest ones here, or at least we were until now. We are or already have built something smarter than us. Like we're going to. That much is for certain. But my god, don't you think that we should think it through? Like I'm not going to ask you to sign a petition. People have already tried that and it's accomplished nothing as far as I'm aware. What I want is bigger than that, and I know exactly how it sounds. I want the whole world to slow down together all at once. Not stop, slow down. Long enough for the people who are trying to figure out how to build something smarter than us so that it never wants to hurt us or overthrow us. Long enough for them to at least try to figure that out or reasonably figure it out. And it's a real problem with real people working on it right now. I'll leave links to some of that in the description. But they are being outspent and outrun by people building the models with better and better capabilities by 100 to 1, if not more. It's probably more, honestly. So that's it. That's the ask. Everybody breaks together. We put our absolute best effort into getting this one right before we go too far and we can't turn back, because I think we're getting close to that if we haven't hit it already. The other thing is, whatever comes out the other side has to belong to all of us, not to 8 companies, not to whoever owns the most data centers. This technology is going to reshape every life on this planet. And right now, the people deciding how it plays out are like a dozen executives who did not ask you and aren't going to. The thing is, our entire society, our laws, our jobs, our politics, how we decide anything at all, none of it was built for this. All of it was built for a world where the smartest thing in the room was a person. That world is ending. We have to accept that. But we're not changing anything to get ready. We're just going faster. It's almost 1 a.m. Oh, it's actually after 1 a.m. now. And I'm making a video that maybe 40 people are going to watch. But I've been worried about this for years. And I just feel like I need to say something out loud to at least know that I tried my best, just like I'm asking everyone else to do. So if you're one of those people watching this and you're going, okay, so what do I actually do? I really don't have a great answer for you. All I've got is this: say it out loud to your friends, your family, your coworkers, really whoever will listen. Because the number of people talking about this like it's real is small enough that everybody who feels this way feels like they're the only one. And that's exactly how nothing happens. Nothing ever changes until enough people are willing to sound a little bit crazy. So I'll go first. Here's where I land. We are going to build something smarter than us if we haven't already. That part is happening. The only thing left to decide is what. If we slow down and work together, we've got an actual shot of getting this right. Who knows? Maybe it's an unsolvable problem and none of this matters. Maybe it's not. Maybe it will be the best thing we ever built and it will solve all of our major problems. Maybe not. What I do know is that if we keep racing each other off this cliff, we're going to build something else. I don't know what. Nobody does. That's kind of the entire point. I'll leave links to the official reports from the companies and what I'm talking about. It was a incident with OpenAI and Hugging Face. So go read what they wrote about it and don't take my word for it. Honestly, I would love if you read it and tell me I'm overreacting. My girlfriend would also love for me to hear it. But I don't think I am. And I'm just kind of going crazy, feeling like nothing is being done seriously about this when it's a problem that affects literally every single person who lives on this planet. Anyway, now that I've said my piece, maybe I'll be able to go to sleep now. So, good night and good luck to us all, because we're gonna need it.